Hello folks, and welcome back to an interesting video. So, from the thumbnail, it says it all. I have decided to sell my 2021 F450 Platinum, my absolute dream truck. Like, I couldn't imagine a truck that I wanted more than this. Maybe originally when I bought my first Tundra, I really wanted a Tundra my whole life as a kid, but then, you know, as a business owner, hauling equipment, the 450 was at the top of my list every second of every day, and I acquired it, and I've had it for a little over 2 years now, and I'm deciding to sell it. So there it is right there, and in typical fashion, it is completely dirty. I just left my pit property, so it's full of mud. It was full of salt and stuff before anyway, because this time of year, that's just how things go around here. But yeah, it's a 2021 F450 Platinum antimatter blue. I've done a couple things to it, nothing crazy. The air dam caught some snow, so I just cut that off, but I do have the Tremor air dam that's gonna go on it before I get rid of this thing. I took the wheel caps off. I just don't like the look of them, and some people like to steal them anyway, so I just took them off. Tires, I upgraded the tires big time. So these come with a 225/70 19.5, and I installed 265/70 19.5s, and they are the Michelin XD-E2 Plus, I think they're called, and these have been a wicked tire. These have been a really good tire. They're you know, I'm looking at like 2.5 to 3 inches taller than what the factory size is, so definitely gave the truck a better look. They're wider, so it gives a nicer stance in the back and a lot more clearance. It did take away a little bit of power. I'd say probably the 245s would be the perfect size tire for this truck, but I really like the 265s. Still loads of power. Of course, this has the 10-speed transmission. Just a beautiful truck. I mean, it's a Platinum, so obviously it's got, you know, all the bells and whistles, that's for sure. I had a few issues with the truck. Really the only like mechanical issue was the battery junction box, the aka fuse panel, right underneath here, got full of water, and it blew a hole right through the bottom of the box, and it burnt one of the harnesses. So it shut the truck down. It left me alongside the highway. So that's the mechanical issue that I have with the truck. There were some fitment issues with the truck here, caused me some problems. I had to get that replaced, and it's starting to do it on the other side as well. You can see a little bit of daylight right there. None of these line up. The runner, the seal or whatever, the guide or track or whatever for the back window slider, that falls down all the time. The sunroof is extremely noisy, but in the end, I absolutely love this truck. I'm probably going to regret selling it. There's no way about it, because this truck can just do everything. I can hook up to my gooseneck and away I go. I can throw the family in it and away I go again. Bumper pull, it pulls like a champ. The only thing with these trucks, and I made a video on it recently, is that the engine brake and the transmission just do not work aggressive enough to slow loads down. You're on your brakes more than what I would prefer, and I never would have noticed it, honestly, if I didn't buy a Ram. But buying a Ram and just seeing how they slow down loads, it's definitely better. There's no way about it. Power wise, this truck's amazing. I've got the Banks air intake in this, so it definitely sounds a bit better. You can hear. And I've also got the Banks data monster hooked up with the pedal monster. So having the pedal monster in here too just makes the truck seem so much more peppy for sure. But actually I gotta plug this back in, so I'm gonna plug that back in. There's a few things I gotta take off this truck. Got to get the fuel cell off the back, and I've got to get my air compressor, which is mounted underneath the back seat of the truck. I got to get that out. because I'm going to be taking that and putting that into my 350, because I'm going to keep that. Obviously, I'm going to put airbags in the back of that. And what else do I got to get out? I mean, the data monster and the pedal monster and stuff, that's got to come out, but nothing too crazy. It's got to get cleaned out. It's pretty dirty right now. Anyway, it's happening. It's real. Merge on the highway here, and just want to show you the acceleration on this thing. I'm gonna give this cars in front of me a bit of space, because I'm gonna catch up pretty quick. That is fast, like so fast, so much power. I'm gonna miss that. There's no doubt about it. What's my reasoning for doing this? Because, you know, I just said this truck could do everything for me. It's a Swiss Army knife. I can put my family in it and away we go. It can haul anything you put behind it. So the reason is I don't really need 3 dualies right now. So I have a 550 and I have a Ram 3500. I have 3 gooseneck trailers, and I just bought a tandem. So worst case scenario, if I do need 3 floats, then I can just buy a float to haul behind the tandem for my excavators, because that's what I use. I use my goosenecks and my dualies to haul my excavators around. I've got 2 8-tons and a 9-ton excavator, so that's what I use to get them from place to place. The other thing is, some things have recently changed within the company and some of the work that I do. So I'm sort of restructuring things a little bit. I have 5 trucks right now. I don't really need 5 trucks. I can get away with potentially 4 trucks. So that's what it looks like I'm gonna do as well, is get down to 4 trucks, 2 dualies, 2 single rear wheels. And I miss the big boom, that's for sure. Like, you know, 8 months ago, a year ago, if I decided to sell this truck, I could have made like serious money off of it. I'm still getting out of it looking good. Like, I'll say that much. I'm still looking good. I can definitely get more money out of this than out of my Ram or my 550. So, you know, financially it makes sense because I can get out of the truck, you know, with equity, and just lower everything else, lower insurance, lower maintenance, all that sort of stuff. But I'm definitely gonna miss this truck, and it's a good chance that I'll regret doing this, that's for sure. A lot of people come up to the truck and they're like, man, that truck is beautiful. I'm like, yeah, it is for sure, but it's a workhorse. It's a work truck for me. But anyway, so that's what's going on. I'm gonna go to the shop right now, try to back this thing in and get the fuel tank off of the back. I probably won't start working on the compressor today, but I'd love to get the fuel tank off the back. I probably won't even get to taking the wiring from the back of the truck up to the auxiliary switch box underneath the hood. But there's a plug in the bed that I can unplug and then get the tank off, at least tank the toolbox. Empty the toolbox out to make it as light as possible. I'd like to at least get that done today and get the box of the truck cleaned off. All right, well, there it is. And it matches another fuel cell in a toolbox. I wonder what truck those come off, because hey, that truck could be going too. But I gotta stop at the property and sweep that stuff off, and that's it. The box is empty. Cord's still there. I gotta trace that through the grommet underneath and get that unhooked, and then the compressor, like I said, in the back for the airbags, which is underneath this seat right there is the compressor. So I gotta get that done and unhooked. All right, well, back at getting this truck ready. It's now Monday. I say morning, but it's the afternoon. I've got about an hour to an hour and a half to spend sort of continuing to get this truck ready. I've got to get the wiring off for the airbags and the compressor out, and I've got to get the wiring done from the tank where the plug was up to the auxiliary switch box. I've got to get that out. Probably not going to get everything done today. The first thing I'm going to do though is something I've had for a long time, right there in that box, is I'm going to actually put the trimmer air dam on. So it ripped off like a long time ago, and all I did was just cut it off, and that's how it stayed. And I've had the trimmer one for a long time and didn't bother doing anything with it. Didn't have the time for it really, but now I'm actually gonna put that on. It's gonna look good, and then I'm gonna be getting rid of the truck. So figure that out. So anyway, find the impact gun, find the right socket, and change this thing out. Well, first job is complete. Trimmer air dam on, installed. Looks so good. The factory one would hang down to like here. So yeah, that looks much better. Done. Okay, next. All right, folks, so here we are. Yesterday I got the plug and the wire all out. That's done. Got the air dam put on the front. That's done. I got to get my decal off. I've got to get the airbag compressor all taken out, unhooked, try to get the air lines done. We'll see how far I get with that. And then I got some other stuff I got to do. So this is on the agenda today. Thursday is when I'm planning to go do the swap. Today's Tuesday. So yeah, got to get it done. Truck is completely filthy, as it always is. Probably not gonna wash it, to be honest. Leave that for them. Anyway, yeah. Continue on it. Oh yeah, I also need to get the data monster out and the pedal monster unhooked and get that all out as well. Welcome to March in Nova Scotia. This is greasy, very greasy roads right now, I can tell you that. I've only been driving for probably 10 minutes and I've seen 3 or 4 accidents so far. Anyway, data monster's off, pedal monster's off. It definitely feels different driving with that pedal monster off. The decal is gone. There, the camera's too dirty. Decal is gone. Got the airbag compressor off and all the wiring and the lines unhooked. She's ready to go. So yeah, today is Tuesday. Thursday is gonna be the day. Interesting. It's definitely interesting, that's for sure. Well, all right guys, so here it is. It is all ready to go. So yeah, we got the trimmer air dam on the front. Looking good there. Decals are gone off the window. The Banks data monster's gone. The Banks pedal monster's gone. It's cleaned out pretty good in the back. Still gotta get Bauer's car seat out, but I gotta take him to daycare in the morning. The air compressor stuff is all gone. Yeah, it's real. It's definitely real. Interesting, eh? Interesting. So, she's ready to go. So like I was saying to you before, it's definitely a dream truck for me. Hands down, 100%. My absolute dream truck right there. I had it. It did everything that I needed it to do. But things change, and you just gotta kind of roll with the changes. you'll have to wait and see what I'm doing, because this truck is sort of getting replaced, but there's some other stuff going on too. Another truck will be moving, I believe, and one truck coming in. So this truck will be going in on another truck. Just a little bit different scenario. Trying to minimize duplicates or triplets of things. Getting a tag for the dump truck probably eventually, if I need it. But I'm gonna run the 2 dualies and the 2 gooseneck trailers for now and see how it goes with that. See what the year looks like. Some stuff has sort of changed with work a bit. So we'll see how that all plays out when the season actually picks up again. It's hard to tell what the year is going to be right now with what we have going on for weather. But yeah, that's it. So I know a lot of guys will be sad to see it go, and I definitely am. I definitely am too. That's for sure. This was the first truck that I actually ordered specifically for myself and picked up. My 350 Platinum I had ordered, but a truck came in that was basically identical to what I ordered before my order came in, so I grabbed that one. This here, I ordered it exactly how I wanted it. One big thing was the vinyl floor. I'm definitely gonna miss that. If I order a truck in the future, 100% it's gonna have the vinyl floor, because that is just, oh my goodness, it's so much easier to clean and take care of versus carpet. You don't have to worry about musty smells and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, one last final look at her before she hits the road tomorrow. She's on her way to Florida, I believe, is where it's going. So if you're watching the video from the Florida area, keep an eye out for this truck. It's coming your way. But all right, folks, that's gonna do it. So the end of an era for the 450 here with me. It will pick up with somebody else and keep going strong, I'm sure. I have no worries about that. It's a workhorse. Definitely gonna miss the power, the torque, the ability of it. Who knows? Might regret this. It's hard to say, but it's happening. So anyway, stay tuned to what I actually trade in on this. Stay tuned to what else changes around here, and you know, the upcoming season and everything else. So until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.